Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm alright, back with some more Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. Today we're gonna go to an explosive build, but we're gonna do an elemental explosive build. So we're gonna be running the demolitionist. We're gonna be running some status effect gear here, so I tried to pick as much stuff as I could that had potency, status effects, damage. A big one is gonna be this one. This one's actually really good for this build because this one's going to give us status effect damage, explosion radius, XP gain, and then on top of that, it's going to give us status effect damage for every meta resource mine. So not only are we going to get damage for meta resource now, we're going to get status effect damage. This does give us all the drones, which is going to make the pool of weapons a little bit harder, but that was the only one I had that sort of fit this. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let's go biomastery. We're not going to be running, even though we're going to be running explosions here, we're not going to run the, I know we're not going to run the broken weapon. We're not going to run the high explosive grenade. We're going to stick with elemental ones. So the main ones, and probably really only the, probably only really the main two we're gonna do is we're gonna do the incendiary grenade, and then we're gonna be doing the neurotoxin grenade. Those are gonna be the main two here. We will level everything up though, but this is gonna be mainly those two. We could go with the cryo grenade, but that doesn't really benefit us too much because it's not going to be a status effect damage. So we could go with like the impact axe. That is throwable explosive. You know, I think we will. I think we'll go with that. But then for the next two, it's 100% gonna be the neurotoxin and the incendiary. We can get this axe to be elemental too. We can get it to be either fire or acid, which works out really well. Okay, in terms of drops, let's start off with an XP scanner. Let's go the reload there. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do any sort of element with the grenade launcher, so we'll just have to deal with that. Oh, and man, they put out, okay, so let's talk while we're here. Let's talk DLC, because there's been a few updates, and I actually, to be honest, I've been pretty far ahead of my Deep Rock content, so I haven't really had a chance to talk about a lot of this since they made the announcements. But they officially have announced pretty much everything you're gonna get with the paid DLC. So the paid DLC that comes out on the 30th, you're gonna get 3 kind of new content update drops for that. You're gonna get the new class, the Demolisher, along with the 3 subclasses. You're gonna get a new mode, which they actually announced a while ago, which I just never saw. But you're gonna get a new mode called Egg Hunt. And then they just announced a new map. So they're gonna do Glacial Strata, I believe that's what it's called. So it's gonna be a frozen map. You know, there's gonna be icicles that fall down. It seems like there's gonna be, you know, like a typical ice map. You're gonna be able to slide across the ground a little bit faster. So yeah, that makes sense. There's not an ice map in this game, so I'm cool seeing that one. But then at the end of the latest update, they talked about, and honestly, they might have already put out this content already. So this video might be outdated by the time it gets posted. They talked about, hold on, okay, we're gonna do acid here. They talked about that they're gonna put out an update for the free, they're gonna put out a new post about the free update next week. So again, it might already be next week by the time this goes up. But anyways, the very last line is that they say something along the lines of, and next week we'll talk about the free update and what that's going to provide. The possibilities are endless. They literally said the possibilities are endless. Again, if that's not endless mode, then they are, man, they are so messed up. They are so messed up. If this is not endless mode that's coming out here. Okay, we're gonna do status effect damage. We're gonna try to do a lot of status effect because they already teased that one of the most highly requested game modes is gonna be coming with the free update. And then today, or I guess it was yesterday, I think, when they put out the last update, at least according to my timeline, they now put in the possibilities are endless. Like, what could it be? Endless potential. It has to be endless mode. So hopefully sometime soon or already I've announced endless mode. I'm super excited. This is gonna be, and even if it's not, even if I am getting my hopes up, I know a lot of people kind of comment because I'm getting very excited about this update, and a lot of people comment like, oh man, I hope you're not disappointed by it. It's like, I think relatively confidently tell you, like, I don't think I will be. Oh man, we wasted so much gold there. I'm pretty confident I'm not gonna be disappointed. You know, I'm like 99.9% sure. The new weapons, that's enough to get me excited about any of this. You know, everything else is a bonus. But endless mode, if that comes out, oh, that's gonna be so good. But yeah, I'm super confident I am not gonna be disappointed in this update, because I don't even, the new modes and everything, that's a bonus to me. You know, a new map, cool. But what really, the thing I care about most with this game right now is new weapons, new builds. You know, new things to play around with and discover. The new maps is basically just a new area to do that kind of stuff on. You know, if they just put out a new map doesn't get a lot of content out of me. A new mode might, depending on how the mode is. I really didn't like the escort mission. I'm not really sure how much of a fan of the new mode I'm gonna be either. The egg hunt, we'll kind of see. You know, we'll do it a little bit and see what it's like, but if they put endless mode out, then 99% of my time is going to be spent doing endless mode. And then testing out. It's like I said, it's basically a refresh for the game too, if it's endless mode, because then we get to kind of go back and try out a lot of these builds again, but try them out on endless mode and see what really is the best build in this game.
The upgrade I was looking for.
Let's go pick up radius. Man, I would have been so sad if we didn't get that incendiary grenade. Okay, we'll do explosion radius. Okay, we'll go nitrous scanner. But yeah, it's got to be endless mode at this point. Like I said, if it's not endless mode, they're super messed up, and it would be very feels like it would be so messed up if it wasn't endless mode. You can't tease it as much as they're teasing it and then not put it out.
You don't see these every day.
But again, if it's not, whatever, we'll move on and we'll run with the new weapons and try out the new mode, and then obviously the new class. So either way, I'm hyped. But again, so the update is out I don't know why I said July, April 30th, and I'm gonna be taking time off work. Let's do damage reload. So I will be taking the April 30th off, the day the update comes out, and we're gonna stream that sort of all day, or at least a half day. And then Friday, May 1st, I also have off work and we'll be streaming it again. So mark it on your calendars. It's not my typical stream time, but I wanted to take a day off for work to do this. I have an insane amount of PTO saved up, so I have to use it some ways. Let's go armor again. Throw damage there. Let's go luck. We're doing pretty good on luck. 68. Actually, I honestly actually thought it would be a little bit higher. Because I've been taking quite a few armor picks too. And then that's our second luck pick. Let's do that so we can get that. We'll do the 3 weaker grenades again. I think the new stuff looks cool, so I'm curious what you think of the paid DLC. So excluding endless mode, because endless mode, if that does come out, that's gonna be a free update. So what are you thinking about the paid update? What do you expect it to cost? Are you excited for a new map and a new mode? Do you like egg hunt? Because egg hunt seems like it's part of the normal Deep Rock Galactic game. I'm not quite sure exactly how it works. It sounds like you just kind of gather eggs and then you can kind of do a risk reward by gathering more eggs if you want to stay longer, but it does make the game harder, that kind of stuff. And then obviously the new class. I'm excited for the new class. The new mode and the new map I think are cool, but I wouldn't say I'm overly excited about those. But I mean, I feel that it's gonna, and I don't know where the weapons are gonna go. I honestly don't know if the weapons are gonna be part of the free update or part of the paid update. I'm not sure where those fall in. If they're part of the paid update, then that means you almost have to buy it. I mean, I feel like people who probably play this game are gonna buy the DLC because that sounds like a pretty good DLC either way. A new class, a new map, a new mode, and then maybe the new weapons. But again, I don't know if the new weapons are tied to that or not. But I mean, hopefully I'll get a key for the DLC, but either way, I will be getting it. Whether the devs are nice enough to hook me up or if I need to buy one, I will be getting the DLC. Okay, let's do the luck and XP gain. I'm actually gonna mark both of these. We'll have a full shop next time.
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
I could use some more mining speed. I know I passed it up on quite a few opportunities here. Especially since I do have 2 scanners, I probably should get mining speed. And I don't have any weapons that do mining, so. Yeah, when they announced egg hunt a while ago, and for whatever reason I just missed it. I mean, I know why I missed it, because their Discord doesn't ping everybody, which I think they should for kind of big updates like that. So I'm not signed up for some of their other pings. They don't ping everybody, so if they don't ping everybody, I usually don't get the pings. I'm gonna do that max HP, because my max HP with this build is actually kind of low. Yeah, I 100% need better mining speed here. All right, let's go with the potency.
This one almost makes it too easy.
Swarm's heading your way. Load up.
They haven't talked about anything either, about new artifacts or anything. So I'm curious if that's just not going to be a thing for this update. I do think I need to get out of here. I'm getting too overwhelmed. We are a status effect build, so that means I'm better off running around the majority of the time.
Big swarm is approaching. Switching.
versus hanging out in a spot because I'm not going to be very good at instantly killing things. So like these situations, if I get surrounded, I'm going to be in deep shit. Ah, there's the pickaxe. Great. What a really pretty good first I'm gonna go damage. What a really pretty good first three artifacts here. 2 scanners and now the axe. I really need better mining speed here though. Okay, and I do see that magnet. We'll save that for last. The meta resources are incredibly important for these runs. Hoping this, no, okay, good. That's not a dead end.
This one suits me best.
Oh, okay. I didn't think that was resources up here, but it is.
You need to move it. The bugs are evolving.
Pretty sweet. I rarely go for this one.
So let me know in the comments, comment below, along with like and subscribe, what you think of the DLC. Are you gonna buy it? How much do you want to pay? What's a good price? 10 bucks? I feel like 10 bucks is the right price for this DLC.
Before it leaves.
I'm a new dwarf.
I think 10 bucks would be the sweet spot, you know, $9.99. In my personal space, I would pay, honestly, I'd probably pay anything. They could charge 25 bucks for it. I would probably, I mean, I would buy it just because it's, you know, it's like almost my second job. So I need to get it. But so no matter what they paid, so my opinion is almost irrelevant. I would buy it no matter what price it was at. Even if it was $29.99, I would still buy it. I wouldn't be happy about it, but I would buy it.
Clock this, bugs.
Alright, let's just buy the 1, then that way we can get another upgrade here.
I'll take it. I
We're gonna
rarely take
reload.
one of these. Let me try again. Now this
But
is a
I
rare
think,
treat.
just from personal opinion, I think 10 bucks is a fair price.
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
This game is really well polished. They put out a decent amount of content. Sometimes it does feel like they're a little slow putting out content, but the game does have, outside of the content they've been putting out as new content, there is a lot of content in this game. You know, like when the game came out, there was just already a lot of stuff. So, but they haven't had a ton of updates outside of, you know, the 1.0 release. And before that, it was like 8 months since they had an update. So their updates have been a little bit slow, but the amount of content you get, you know, as a new player jumping into the game is really, really good. So I have no qualms with them charging for a DLC. In fact, I think that's probably the right move at this point. 1.0 is out. There's plenty of content in the game. The game is very well polished. You know, there's not a lot of bugs and issues with the game. So there's not like a need for them to fix things before they put out new content, you know? Because a lot of times, sometimes games will be broken and people will be like, well, you need to fix this shit. But instead you're just focusing on paid DLCs, you know? There's always kind of like that gray area of how much of the game should they fix before they start charging people for more stuff. But this game doesn't really need anything fixed. It's a very well made game. I know it's not perfect, but no game's ever going to be perfect, but I think they're in a fine spot now to where it's pretty easy to get away with paid DLC and not create drama over it.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Alright, this is a reroll. Okay, we could go luck or another scanner. I think we'll go with another scanner. I will need to eventually get some other items though here. Okay, I'm kind of stuck in here, huh? The enemies just keep coming. They just keep coming. I can't get out. I mean, I'm doing a fine job. Okay, here we go. Nope, not even. No, here we go. Okay. Nope, just kidding. I can't get myself out of here. Okay, now we can. I'm just gonna run through it. But I think it'll be around $10. I think it'll be $9.99. That would be my guess. We have, what's our stat? Oh, only, I guess we need to get that chemist kit too at some point. Still don't have good mining speed. 3 scanners and a pickaxe. Hate having such horrible mining speed. There's nothing more satisfying in this game than when we can just run through everything with a really good mining speed and a pickaxe.
All tasks complete. Stage finished.
All right.
The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Let's go. Throwable reload.
This is a rare treat.
Yeah, another legendary status effect. I feel that we've been getting pretty good status effect picks.
I needed that.
But yeah, we're definitely going to want that chemist kit at some point.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Stage 4 complete.
No gold scanner either. XP and Nitra.
Prepare accordingly.
That's fine, but you always want the gold. Okay, explosive damage. Pickup radius.
I want another go.
I don't really want. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm okay leveling this weapon up, but if I'm gonna spend Nitra, I would rather do it on the weapons I
Gonna roll the
want.
dice on this one.
Oh, okay, that's for sure.
Now this is a rare treat.
All right, we're gonna do the tiny axes. No, I don't. Man, I don't really know. Because this one's kind of good when you have the fire and acid. Because it leaves the trails, and this kind of means it leaves more trails. Let's do that.
Everything.
I honestly don't really know
Next.
what the better pick is there.
It's a little
You know, I'm gonna
extra
mark that. just because I haven't gotten any mining speed like at all.
Only one way to rouse the dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
Oh my god, it took me forever to mine that.
I rarely go for this one. just became better hordes.
Surprised our status effect damage isn't actually a little bit higher. Okay, at this point, I'm still fine with scanners, but at this point, it's definitely, you know, I do want to see the chemist kit and I do want to see damage items. Our damage is pretty solid though at the moment, so that's why I guess I'm okay with more scanners. I don't think I'm desperate for damage yet. I think our damage is pretty solid at the moment. Okay, these are unfortunately rerolls, so let's reroll. Oh god. Nitra and XP scanners again. Alright, let's go. It's almost like they both kind of do the same thing. They basically just get us more weapon level ups, so it's a matter of which one do we prefer. I guess we'll go Nitra scanner. That means we have 2 Nitra scanners, 2 XP scanners, no gold scanners. I'm almost never gonna pass up on scanners. It just almost, for the most part, especially in these endless runs, it almost never makes sense to pass up on a scanner. Okay, well, let's see what we can do against the first boss. It's a bummer that we got the axe so high level so quick. I would have preferred that one be not one of the first weapons to get to 18. Yeah, it's pretty much just circle around them to make sure that they're just sitting in the acid and fire as much as they can.
Think you can kill me? Well, think again.
Going down. Okay, that went fine for no damage items, for no damage upgrades. Halfway through the threat level. Not even gonna pick up that purple piece. Oh yeah, like they haven't really talked about, along with artifacts and stuff. I don't know if there's gonna be any new types of gear with this update. I have a feeling that would be I think too much wishful thinking. I think we'll just take what they're giving us. All right, let's do the reload and explosion radius.
Put a bit of extra kick in it.
All right, we're gonna hope that we can just get. Okay, we'll buy that.
Stronger. Show me more. I rarely go for this one.
We'll do explosive damage. No, we don't need to mark that.
What else?
All right, you're giving me the weapons I don't want. I want incendiary grenade. That's the upgrade I want here. We'll buy damage there. And then we'll do one reroll.
Let's shake it up.
Again, no incendiary. Let's do you.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, because we need... I need something to spend my resources on again. I've been farming up gold and meta to insane levels right now because I have no need for it anymore. All the gear I have, I upgraded that I need. And other than that, there's nothing else to spend it on. I guess we'll find out when they announce the new free update, because I would assume whatever, if they did happen to add new relics or new meta or something like that, I would imagine it would be part of the free update. Couldn't imagine them pay gating that kind of stuff. Okay, let's get damage items, please. All right, there's the energy bars. That's gonna be tough though, because I don't have a lot of HP right now. That puts me in a very tough position here for potentially dying. And this is really not the build to come in with low HP, because again, we're a status effect build, so it takes time to kill enemies. Oh, I probably actually should have taken that HP.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
See, it's not gonna take much. Get stuck in a bad corner. Hit an exploder or something. There we go. My visibility is limited right now too. Yeah, we're doing good damage now. That's a legendary without even trying. All right, let's do the reload. I didn't even clear the map either. That's a bummer. Luckily, the supply or the drop pod is where I haven't explored, so I can get some extra stuff here before we leave. I think there's another nitrous somewhere too, but I doubt we're gonna get that.
Gather up your beard and get onto that
Yeah.
pod. It's about to leave.
The blue bug's up there too. Just blow up so I can get on. All right, we'll do that because this one's getting behind.
Going deeper. Stage 7 is next.
That's a bummer. we're gonna start moving through these quick. All right, let's get the movement speed then. Let's go damage. All
More options.
right, we'll do the reload. We'll do mining. Do pickup radius, and I'll mark that.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
And of course, I can't afford that. All right, we'll go with these.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
I would love to see some hoarder bugs here because my HP is very low.
How are they ever gonna make it in this hell? Let's get them in.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching. The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I think I can get all of that.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Don't mind if I use
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky.
Ooh, this is not a good spot to be in. That's not something I can cross through.
you ugly.
Okay, we still need that chemist kit, so... Alright, pay to win. We'll do that one. At least we got 2 really good damage items back to back now.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Let's show them some fight.
Oh, there's a hoarder bug finally. Oh man. All right. I guess we'll go explosion radius. I didn't really want a legendary for my axe, especially reload. I think we have plenty of reload.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf. Dwarf eliminated. You want some more? You ugly son of a bitch.
Yep, and down they go, easy peasy.
Satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
All right, let's go.
Get moving. It won't hang around.
Let's go gold. Do that potency. Come on, give me something.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. We're going deeper. Stage 8 is next.
Okay, a lot of resources this round. Bye. All right, we'll buy things a little bit. I'm not gonna buy those.
More options.
Okay, we'll buy that. We'll do the explosion radius and pulls enemy in. So these do different effects. This one pulls them in. This one makes them run away. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll go movement speed, and that's it.
There's work to be done. Up and at 'em, miter.
Okay, we still want that chemist kit. That's kind of our top choice at this point. We have 2 decent damage items with the energy bars and
Excellent job.
pay to win. So now it's about the chemist kit. That's our top choice. We'll just, I don't know what to go here. Let's go mining speed.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
My HP at least is up to 300 now. I'm just gonna hope nothing's over there.
It's a little extra special. Put a bit of extra chicken. Let's get the nigga. I got it in the mouth.
We got too much clutter for the supply pod to land. Do something.
I don't even know why I went for that. I had already completed the quest. All right. Do I want to like? I'm not gonna do that. A gold scanner, you bastards.
Hell yes.
Swarm's heading your way. Load up.
There's still time to utilize this, and I have pay to win.
Now this is a rare treat. Hello and good. Boom, baby. Dwarves don't die. Points on it.
Did I hear?
On this, you freak of nature.
Sometimes I swear I hear the order bugs, but I'm not 100% sure.
Think again. Give it to me. You want some more?
Then there's so much going on that it's like impossible to see, and the bosses are already dead.
All tasks
Boy.
stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready.
I'm
Get on
having
it
an
before
epic
it leaves.
vision.
Okay, I gotta go get that crate. Shit.
The stuff of legend. Oh yeah.
I'm taking my
Man, I
move it.
could swear I'm hearing it.
Stage 8 complete.
I didn't see it. Alright, we'll do explosion radius damage, sure.
This is it. I want another go. I can't get it.
I want to
out of this
spend all my
bad stuff.
nitra, so let's just spend it.
I'm feeling lucky.
Potency,
Not too shabby.
reload, and then sure, more
I'm
movement
raring to
speed.
try this. Let's shake it up.
Okay, and then there'll be one more shop. Let's do the damage. That's it.
There's work to be done. Up and at 'em, miter.
I made the right choice. This is coming through. Yeehaw! This is it.
I'm probably gonna have to do an updated tier list too. I think I'm gonna have to plan out what I want to do with these videos. Obviously, a tier list is gonna have to come later. I'm not gonna be able to do one right away. I think what we'll probably do is I'll probably do mastery videos for all the new weapons, and then after that, work on some sort of plan for a tier list. Like maybe I'll just do a new weapon tier list, and then maybe I'll put all the tier, like
Get ready.
put them in a tier list with all the other weapons, because that takes a while. I can maybe do a tier list. I'm not gonna take that scanner. I'm not. Man, these are some rough picks right here. They're good picks, like, but I don't want them. We'll go with the fire belt. I don't want the magnet right now. It's too late for the magnet. I don't want the crit goggles because we're not doing a crit build here, and my crit chance and damage is very low, so I don't want to do that and then have the 30% damage debuff.
Now this is a rare
Detected.
treat.
Lock up and get ready.
And then just unfortunately no chemist kit. Shit. I don't even know what hit me there. Man, I haven't even been doing this quest either. Wonder if we'll be able to get this done in time. Because as soon as the bosses show up, they're dead.
No way. Legendary. Shoot it in the face.
I have to be super careful too, because I can't really see that well. Oh man, they're dead. They're dead. Okay, we were able to get quite a lot there.
Drop pod is not going to
All right, I am pretty fast. Let's see what we can do. How many do I need? I need 2 more. Okay, I can get these 2 right here.
Brainer.
exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Very quick clears here. Very quick map clears. All right, I'm gonna go.
That elite never stood a chance. I will
284 health. Man, I am usually not sitting
if you make it back.
at this low of health this late in the run.
This makes my whole life
Usually
better.
we see more.
What else we got? No way.
Usually we see more hoarder bugs by now,
Show me
or at
more.
least HP pickups. I haven't gotten like any
I
HP
want it.
pickups,
Let's shake it up. What else we got?
right? There's been nothing to spend my. Okay, we'll buy both of these, and then I guess that's it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to. If the bots hiss us, I think I'm dead.
Found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a single dwarf can do.
Okay, I'll have to make sure to do my pay to win rerolls too here.
The stuff of legend.
Okay, the last egg is up there, so we're gonna avoid going up there for now.
You got eliminated. That'll teach you.
kind of surprised I'm not a little bit of a higher level either. I mean, we have 2 scanners and then the pickaxe. I guess I haven't really gotten a lot of XP gain either. I don't think this has been a very high XP gain run. And we have been running through the maps pretty quickly, so that definitely doesn't help. Okay, we get this one now. Let's do the clip size and fire rate. So we got everything to 18. And I need to get one more level up here before we go get those other... Before we break these last eggs. Although I guess we need the supply drop still too, huh?
Supply pod LC's blocked. Please clear it out.
You ugly son of a bitch!
Prepare for impact.
All right. This one's not horrible. You know, the damage and reload is pretty good for this, but I'm gonna re-roll, and I'm gonna hope that we get a chemist kit. No? All right. I guess we'll go gold tip bullets, and we just won't have to do our re-rolls. So we're gonna end up here with only 578 status effect damage. Not a ton, but pretty good. Would have been nice. I can't believe we didn't get the chemist kit. That's one of the most important items for this build, to give us all that, the status effect damage multiplier and the potency multiplier. So not getting that was a big bummer. Damage percentage 731, but it's not needed. It just would have been nice, because right now we're still really strong.
I'm gonna do something epic with this.
All right, then where was the big egg? Where was the big egg at? Down here. So we'll just try to litter the ground with all the status effects. When he comes out, he just walks right into all of it.
It's gonna frickin' die big time.
Yeah, look at those. He's taking pretty big ticks right now. That was pretty solid.
Good work, team.
It would have been a little better if we would have got the chemist kit, but that's pretty decent.
Miner. That's it.
I'm just gonna get out of here too. That amount I have way too low of HP. That was a pretty risky run for a lot of that time.
God, it's breakdown.
So damage wise, gonna be pretty hard to tell what did the most. I guess I'm going to assume, I guess it's probably the fire weapon then, huh? Was this one fire? No, this was acid. Okay, so then I guess the incendiary grenade, I mean, did the most. That did 210 million damage. There was nothing else that had fire. This was all poison. This was kinetic and poison. This was all kinetic. So yeah, this one, the axe, I'm going to assume did the least amount of damage. Again, people who swear by the axe, I don't see it. I don't see it. The axe always does very little damage. Every single run I do, no matter what I do with the axe, it just does not put up the damage compared to other weapons. You know, it wasn't really that much lower than anything else. Yeah. I mean, I get we went more status effect build here, but and we didn't really upgrade the kinetic damage, but yeah, honestly, I don't really, because even if we're comparing them, I mean, this weapon right here got the same sort of upgrades this one did. They both explosive, so they both get explosive damage upgrades. But yeah, either way. So these were going to be our top weapons. 43 million and then 7 million acid stacks, so that did the majority of the acid damage here. But we know our incendiary grenade, it was the only fire weapon, so between the 32 million damage plus the 4 million stacks, we did 210 million damage somewhere with that fire. In terms of the items, I think we did get good items. I mean, getting 5 scanners and a pickaxe is always great, and then we ended up getting 4 pretty good items here. 2 of the best damage items are fire belt for the fire guy, and then the gold tip bullets at the very end. Obviously the chemist kit would have been very, very big here, but we obviously didn't need it. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.